Hi guys, welcome to the hashtag Mask On campaign. This is my Girl Scout Gold Award, and essentially what I'm aiming to do here is just teach you more about COVID-19 and how to stay safe during the pandemic. So today, what we're going to be talking about is what to do if you feel as though you have contracted the virus, and like how to go about that whole situation, especially if you are living with other people. So I'm just going to start this off with a general disclaimer. Every state has different guidelines on what you're doing, so if you're traveling or something like that, I would suggest searching up your state's guidelines specifically. This is very general on like what I think on what the CDC says you should do, and then for state by state information, what you could literally search up is COVID-19, insert your state. So kind of work off that. I am going to start off this video by just talking about what to do if you feel as though you have contracted the virus. So to begin with, you should already be doing this, but if you have tested positive for the virus, you should stay home, quarantine until you get better. Avoid going out as much as possible if you can, and if you like, supposing you're living with someone, have them go out and get groceries. If you can, maybe order your groceries to deliver to you, stuff like that. If you are living with other people, you should, if possible, stay in your own room and have your own bathroom. Try and avoid touching things that your roommates or your family touch as well. So any like general items. Avoid using normal dishes. Use plastic simply because you don't want to cause any problems. Even though you would be putting them in a dishwasher or washing them under hot water, it's still not the best idea. Clean your hands often, and then continue to monitor your symptoms. You should already be in contact with your healthcare professional, your primary care. So make sure that you continue to do that, continue to monitor your symptoms. Inform those around you that you've been exposed. So if you recently went to a dinner party or anything like that, which you shouldn't be going to unless it's an absolute necessity, you should inform everyone, because you don't know who you may have gotten into contact with. Even if you were wearing a mask, it's better for them to get tested and be safe rather than sorry. Wear a mask around everyone. So if you are living with other people, even if you are staying at home, supposing you do leave your designated room, try and wear a mask. Try and have them wear a mask as well. It does prevent exposure between people. So even though you have tested positive, you can still protect those around you. Clean all the surfaces that you touch. So for example, if you touch the bathroom sink, a desk, something like that, just wipe it down, clean it, disinfect it, just in case, because COVID-19 can stay alive on surfaces up to, I believe, 4 hours. Again, don't share any objects, stay in touch with your doctor, continue to monitor your symptoms. If you do see these specific symptoms that I'm about to say right now, you should seek emergency personnel. So if you have consistent trouble breathing, like you have trouble catching your breath, etc., you should see a doctor. If you have persistent pain or pressure in your chest, see a doctor. If your lips begin to turn blue, you have a newfound confusion. So if you are kind of lost within your own thinking, or you can't really remember things, you're having troubles like cognitive wise, you should see a doctor. If you are excessively tired and it's not from the medication that you are on, you should see a doctor as well. If supposing you haven't tested positive for the virus, but you do know someone that has tested positive for the virus, or you are living with someone that has tested positive for the virus, and you've come into close contact with them, you should watch for symptoms such as fever or excessive coughing. There are a whole lot of symptoms you should begin to watch for. You can search them up under common COVID-19 symptoms, and then you should quarantine for about 2 to 14 days and then get tested once again. So just ensure that you really are negative, especially if you live with someone that has gotten it. It's really important that you continue to remain vigilant. So as a whole, if you have COVID-19, you need to stay home. And if you're living with people, whether it be family or roommates, you kind of need to isolate yourself from them. So stay in a specific room, a specific bathroom. Avoid touching common household things such as dishes, TV remotes, etc. Even if you are isolated and someone comes in, wear a mask. Both of you should be wearing a mask. That's simply to stop transmission. If you are taking care of someone with COVID-19, you should continue to wear your mask, remain as vigilant as possible. Everyone should continue to wash their hands. You shouldn't be using the same items. Again, if you're caring for someone, it can become a little bit harder, but it's very, very, very important that you continue to take care of yourself as well. So keep your mask on, continue to disinfect the things that you share, try and avoid sharing things, quarantine yourself, and get tested. Once again, if you have any of the symptoms, like the 4 or 5 that I mentioned earlier, and you need to see a health professional, see a health professional as soon as possible, and then just continue to monitor your symptoms. You will get through this, but and if you haven't contracted it and you know someone that has, please get tested and stay safe. If you don't know anyone that has the virus or you haven't gotten it yourself, continue to remain vigilant. It's hurt a lot of people, and you can help stop the spread if you are just a little bit more careful. So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more about COVID-19, I will be having a Zoom session, and if you want to learn about how to teach about COVID-19, so proper social distancing methods, etc., kind of what I'm covering in this video series, you can also sign up for a Zoom session for that. If you have any feedback, or if you want me to talk about something specific, again, all my information comes from credible sources such as the CDC. This is not something that I'm just saying. So if you want me to do some more research on a specific topic that you feel that as I have not covered, you can write that in the video as well. So thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and take care. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.